Hi guys, Retro Tech Ralph here. Right, I did a video a little while back with things I need to do, and I put like BBC on it, which I need to get on with, and the Xboxes from Fair Fight, and there's other bits and bats I need to get along with, and takes pieces the Fairchild. But I missed one out. It's really annoying me. So instead of mulling on it and then thinking, oh, I'll get on with it another day, I forgot I bought a Megadrive. I mean, this does work. I'm just going to get down to stripping it down. I mean, I've got a few games with it, which is, they're not in brilliant condition. I could probably make a decent few out of ones. I mean, yeah, you've got to have Sonic the Hedgehog with a Megadrive. There's no way in hell you can't. I mean, the pads I've got with this, that's an original pad. This is all I've got with this. This is not what came with it. The original one came with it, with a red start button. That Super Challenger Super Joypad came with it. This Chi one, that's all three of them came with it. Competition Pro is what I've already had, and oh, mode button. I thought it was shoulder buttons. Yeah, that came with it, and I've already restored that one, and it worked well, should work fine. Not actually tested it on anything yet. And the other Competition Pro Series 2 came with it as well. Came with, I've already restored that one, so it's all tied up. But what I want to do is take this to pieces, give it a clean, see what I can do. I mean, it does work. A little bit of stuff on here that I've put on from being stored on the bookshelf. Why is that missing? Massive gap, isn't it? Let's have a look into that. I do kind of remember having a Megadrive, but I think I hired one. I know a friend of mine had one and played it quite a lot, used his Sonic and bits and bats like that. But I remember the screw in the back was when you put the Mega CD in, and that would be one of the bolt holes. Same as probably that one. Or when you attach something on top of it. I mean, I'd love to start collecting these, and this isn't actually a bad example. It's not too overly scratched. It will clean up really well. So let's get on with this and get this stripped down and get it cleaned and see what's inside, shall we? Right, we're flipped over. 6 screws, looks like it holds this in. I'm not sure if that is a 7th, but it's slap bang in the middle, and there is something underneath that. So let's get and have a look. Now, same as usual, I'm going to try and see if, I don't know if these are in a certain order. Come on, now they look the same. So if I go from left to right, screws 3, 2 and 1 are one stuck. Come on. Leave that on and take it off. We'll take that off for a minute. It needs to be cleaned anyway. I put good money these are going to be all exactly the same screws. So I'm going to get a pot down from up here. Stick them all in. Yeah. Come on. No, quickly come out. It will eventually. Oh yes, it will eventually. Nope. So we're going there 3, 4, 5. Always one in there. That one in the top corner again. Bottom corner. Right, okay, so that's off. Get rid of that screw a second. Parts up there. Now I've only noticed that pulling this off, there's a cable there. So I think, what the hell? Let me get you in on that one. There it is. Why the hell is there a... This can't be how it's been designed. It looks like the pull connector the LED. You'd have cut off the end of that, wouldn't you? Or anybody's centre board. Flat there, get that good clean, and oil up the spring a little bit, put a bit of grease on there. Looks like there's some things that just pop back out. I can, a small screwdriver. There we go. Power reset. Slide in. I wouldn't say that'd come off. Ow. Maybe not. That looks like it's wedged in. I'd have to really undo, well, remelt. You can't even see a whir thing I'm saying, can you? Sorry. Right, that pushed out. For the reset button. That goes in one way anyway. That just pushes it on 2 tabs on the side. I'm still puzzled about that thing. It's loose. Like, the LED will come in from the top. That's really odd. Let's take that off of there. Will that come off of there? Oh, come on. Don't tell me that's been soldered onto there like that. Some tweezers. That moved. This could be a bad thing. That has to come off there. That doesn't. That does. That doesn't. What? Give me a minute. Right. I'm tighter on that one. This green connector here. The plastic cover is then also. I can't tell if it's soldered on or pushed on. That's damn bloody ridiculous. I won't even focus in that close. Come on, you know you want to. No, I'm just too close. So, looks like I'm going to have to try and take this off here and probably break the LED. That's bloody odd, that. That's ridiculously odd. Yep. Oh, so falling flat on his arse on the first hurdle. It looks like, I'd say somebody might have already have been in here and faffed. I could probably be wrong. Yeah. That comes out with that. So, straighten those pins up, slide that off of there, like so, and that all comes off of the front there. No, it doesn't though. Oh, that's just ridiculous. That is... Sorry. Right. Let me show you again. The LED looks like it's been put in there, as such, and then it clipped over the top. And then you put the connector through it. That is crap design. Really crap design. I mean, I could do better than that. Well, why don't I then? Okay. Still, I'm a bit puzzled on that one though. Why it's... Don't like that. I really don't like that. Okay, that's back on. So, I've got a lot of dust in here. There's no fan on here anyway, I don't think, anyway. Just switches and maybe a heat sink. But I want to get this off. So, how would I get this off? Screws on the RF shield. There's a hell of a lot of computers of this era always relied on an RF shield. There's a lot better signal using the bloody composite. So there's 2 on the top. That's the same screw. In this bottom corner, that's a little overkill. magnet on that, come on. Really don't want to come off. These are awkward in. I think the heat RF shield is just nipping things in a little. I don't get why. Come off. So it's like there's one here, another one there, and I don't know about that bit. Well, at least that one's come off. Let me faff and a quick jump cut. Okay, all screws out, or a pin in the backside. Power supply. Well, it's another one of them ones again. It's there should be this would be able to slip off. They don't. Bad Sega. Okay, it's a good clean. It's not rusty at all. Well, yeah. So I'm not too fussed with it. God, that's a bit of chunk of metal. I was worried about there might have been a screw holding in the middle, but there isn't one. Now, what's holding me back now? Nothing there. Joystick on the front. Bit there. Aha! There we go. We have bottom plate. Now I'm guessing the cables along here, this has had a mod. In the factory mod, obviously, but little bits of fluff in there and just general. There's a lot of caps around there, isn't there? They don't look bad, they don't look like they've leaked, so I'm not going to bother recapping. Works fine. If there's ever a problem in the future, why are they all leaning to one side? It's a bit weird. Couple of diodes there, voltage regulators. See, I'm learning. One big massive chip there, HD68H00000P8 chip, and a couple of square Sega chips, 315, 5433 and 5313As. So a Zilog chip. Yeah. I'm a little bit peed about things not look. They look like they would come off, but they don't. They're just soldered straight onto the board. Back of the board looks fine. A little bit of, I don't know whether that's like a put together and just. Yeah, look at this here. I need to clean this before we go anywhere. I suppose that's probably rare. On the side bit still on. Well, I'm not sure if that's overheating or not. Probably isn't. Probably just me being over paranoid. But give us a clean. Everything needs a good clean. There's not too much on blowing on this one, unfortunately. It's good stick in the sink, I think. So get a brush, a bit of isopropanol, and see what we'll look like in a few minutes. The cleaning is going well. Motherboard looks really nice and clean. Bit of shine on there for a change. Everything looks good and going well. Right, I'm cleaning parts like the top. This is actually really not bad at all. Condition wise, it's really good. But my OCD's kicking in. I mean, that's the 3mm LED, and there's no resistor on it, so there's obviously something on the board which changes it. But once it's in there and that's on top, it doesn't really push against it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another one in. Actually, ooh, they're clear tops. Will that look okay or not? Is the question. And does it actually matter? See, it's inside there and it's wobbling around. It doesn't really seem to be that close up. To change or not to change? That's just to satisfy my own personal it's bent, it's wobbly. I might just use the original one then, to still keep it as original as possible, but I'm going to glue that onto there, like that. Bit of hot glue, hold it in place, not too much, otherwise it's not going to work right. Or actually I might have put that in place a little bit higher up, glue somewhere around, and just to put it in place so it's sticking up. So give me a minute and see what I can do. Anyway, 20 minutes later, everything's cleaned and done now. A little bit of quick rub over when it's all done, it's all back assembled. I've only just got to go back to this one. I've just super glued that into there, so it shouldn't be much of a problem putting it back into the case, which is over here. So I've got that in the middle, 2 pins either side, goes in, and oh no, it worked. Yeah, that's fine. So once I get around to putting the connector back on there, maybe it's, you know, I think I know what they've done with it, is to put it through, bent it over so it wouldn't. It's cheap. It's cheap and it shouldn't be that way. It doesn't make any sense why they do that. So it must be somebody else has put that in there. That's all I can think. So, right, we're all cleaned. Final assembly, that's that way around. So port to that side. Right. Underneath heat shield, I think it's that one. I think it's not that way, is it? Oh, it could be. Yeah, that clips into place. It's up there. See a little bit of a gap to the bottom on there. So I'm not entirely happy. That's there. That's very odd. Okay, it was meant to be like that. How about the back facing Mianta? Yeah, okay, right. So that goes in that way around. Ports down and in. I think they went first. Joystick ports. Good. Oh no, it's not good. Oh, I keep moving them resistors. I hate doing that. I detest doing it. So why is that springy? Is it just held in with... Ah. Uh-oh. Back out again. Right, that... I'll either bent that round, or that slides onto there. Okay, that looks better. Something else clip onto. Nope. Nope. Back in place again. That's better. There's that part there. Through that hole. Took the cable down the edge there. The cable down the edge there. Is there a... I've got to go around the back of that. I do recommend anybody doing something like this. If it's just a case of cleaning something, you get to see how it works, which is really good. Right, down and left. And you get another one of these back onto the back into the world. Once that's screwed into place with the heat shield on top, which is there. That's out of the way because that's the LED on the front. And you get another one of these back in the world, which is, it's great having all these retro consoles and gubbins like that. And well, actually, it's not. It's rehashed crap that you can get better from the original. And I don't mind having a PlayStation Mini or a Megadrive Mini or a whatever Mini. It's cute, I suppose, But when there's still stuff like this around, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Why would you get, apart from the idea of it's small, it's compact, Raspberry Pi it. Yeah, good idea, Raspberry Pis. You can stick a million consoles on one system, but isn't it better just having the original? Nice just having the originals? I think so anyway. And if you don't agree with me, I don't care. Well, actually I do. Tell a lie, I do. But I just prefer them for the original stuff, to be honest. And it's nice that way. So let's keep it at that. Let's keep it all nice and calm and happy. Right, and get this thing screwed back together again. So a quick jump cut when I figure out which screws went in where, and I'll get back to you in a second. Right, RF shielding on. I'm a bit puzzled. I'm kind of, I think I'm 2 screws missing. But I can't be. One down there possibly, but it doesn't really need it in place. And I'm not sure. Because there's like one there as well and one... No, I can't need that much for the heatsink. 2 there. Yeah. Shouldn't really need that one there, I don't think. But it don't matter. If somebody else has been into this, then fine, so be it. Then I've got a problem. Right. See, my next problem is which way around with these two for the LED. So I need the power supply, which is over here, wrapped up. Original power supply, that's good. So let's get it plugged in. And in there. Don't need to see whether or not it works or not just yet. That's a good one. Let's push straight through. Okay. So I need to know when this is switched on, which it is now, and that's on. Which way around the light goes on this? So is it white to the left? Shouldn't blow anything up this anyway. Maybe it'll go one way or another. Actually, it should be the other way around. Red to the longer. Ah, I've missed with the white one. Fun. In trouble sticking it in. Missus. And that's in. That power light on. That was a little bit brighter actually, to be honest. It wasn't the usual. That was out of line standard what it always looked like. So I'll push that back in. I'll go same as what they did. I'm not happy with it, but that's in and on. Bend that way. So they're either way, not touching each other. It's not pretty, but if it is what they did to start with, I don't know. I doubt it, but who am I to question? Let's just put it back to as it was. So that's in there. And disaster's just struck. The cables come off of there. I knew that would happen. Right, give me a minute. I need to do some... oh, we're in. Right, it's not exactly a major disaster, but it's come off on both sides now. See, the thing is, inside this I figured out that the actual where the wires are connected into, it's like a BT socket where you put the wire in and it kind of clamps it, but also strips the edges off at the same time. But with it being the piece of metal still stuck in there, it's now pretty much nearly impossible to do, but at least the contacts are still there. So I might just knit these together and just solder onto each one of them. That'll probably make a bit more sense. If I want to take these things off, I can unpush from that side to get them completely separate. Would be better another way, to be honest, a lot better other ways. But I'm going to solder these two wires off a little bit and solder them to these two parts down there. If you can see that, I'll be impressed. And where are you? You're not there. No, not there either. Where's that? Nope. Come on. There you go. There. Right there. The really tiny little connectors, they're just difficult to get the wire in to get it to nip in place. So I'll just solder straight to these. Hopefully I shouldn't go straight too far through. Bring them away from the shielding a little bit. There we go, right, that'll do for me. There's a gap between them both, which is fine. So I'll just solder the wires straight to them. Just seem a good little compromise solution there anyway. So 2 minutes while I faff and put these wires on there. A disaster averted. That's on, that's done. I'm happy enough with that. So I was able to not catch that cable in there, which is good. Right. I'll put the power off there and the back down to 0. Just make sure you've got that in the right place. You put the lid back down again. I think we've pushed the volume up. 0. Aim. That's on. That's, yeah, that's on. That's done. Right. So simple screw up the 6 screws. Plate looks okay. 1, 2. Let's get the corners in. So a little bit of faffing, but that's the crisis averted, luckily. So I'll get these done, get this plugged in, and we'll get this tested and get Sonic on. Right, all back in, all ready to test. I'm putting Sonic 1 in because you've got to. Sorry, anybody out there disagrees? Tough. It was the game to play. It was what this thing was bundled up with to start with. So let's try see if that will come on. Yes. Got the wrong TV channel. There we go. No sound. Oh no, where's the mute button? Oh, if I can figure out how this telly works one day, I'll be a genius. There we go. Right, I've never used this before, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it by playing on here. Reset button works. There we go. Why is that ducking? Oh, okay. It doesn't like this joystick, joypad. Really doesn't. Let's try that one. There we go. And there we go. Does it look like it would actually play for that one? Oh, damn it, always do that. Well, you knew that was going to happen, didn't you? So, off, on, try again. Yeah, it works fine. So, What I might also need to do as well is, if you can clean these out and you clean the cartridge slot out, is you need to clean the contacts inside here. Now these, I don't think I have a screwdriver for those to take it fully to pieces and clean the contact, but what you probably need is, if you're like me and like your alcohol, 99% pure, is cotton bud. It will fit down there, because I had problems with these when I tested this thing to start with a few weeks ago when I first got this. You just run up and down inside here, both sides. And obviously this one works. There were a couple that didn't. It just seemed like it didn't want to try. It's the blowing in the cartridge technique they've done for years, but there's a bit of more coming off that one. But this one is not that bad at all, so I'm not really fussed. It works, it's fine. Nice and steady. I've got the other ones. There's notice on this one there's somebody's phone number on here. See if this one will work. Right, I've got a black screen on there, and the Olympic gold. So let's try. It doesn't look that bad in there. It's deep inside. I don't know. I mean, these have probably been sat around doing absolutely nothing for a decade. You just get a bit mucky if you've been sat around for a decade doing nothing. I mean, yeah, dirty. That's usual general crap that gets on these anyway. I could do with going inside all of these. I can try and get into them because they've got the screws in there. They're nothing like Nintendo's anyway, where it's where there's a battery inside and you need to replace the battery. Ah, there we go. Oh, we come. See, as simple as that really. Just needs the contacts cleaning. US gold, Barcelona, and yeah, sponsored by Barcelona in 1992. So yeah, so job done I think. I'm gonna get these a good bit of a service, bit of clean anyway, because I think they need it. And all the games for it. There's only 6 games for it anyway. Kind of puzzled why that one wouldn't actually work. Why the Competition Pro one would not work on this one. This is something like slow-mo. Okay. But yeah, I thought this would work with a Sega. So I'm a bit puzzled with that. But yeah, let's not dwell on that any longer. I've got that one works fine anyway, so job done, job sorted. I'll get on with cleaning these. We're all done. So that's the Mega Drive complete and done. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let's get some more subscribers in here. Let's get some new people in. If you can want to share this on your Twitter feeds, on your Facebook feeds, fine. Please, I'd love to see more subscribers. If you want to consider giving me any donations, whether or not it's any just old consoles or computers, anything, any sort of old tech, if you want to just throw my way, get in contact with me in the description below. If not, go into my Facebook, follow me on Twitter, send me a message on Twitter, send me a message, there's an email address on my channel description, so you can find me in there. If not, put a comment below. If you want to be a Patreon, I've got brilliant Patreons. I put them on the scroll at the beginning of the videos. You'll be on there for as long as you contribute. Don't have to do a load, just a little bit. It helps the channel, helps me get to find stuff like this, to get it either, whether it's sourcing from eBay, sourcing from people who are donating from elsewhere to get me there, anything and everything. Just consider it. If not, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks very much for watching. Bye bye. Tum-ty-tum, look what bit I've got. Who wonders what's inside one of these? Next two of us. Ta-da! Not much at all. Look at that. Well, the game is 4 things. It's a program chip, a resistor, and a capacitor, and a board. These are nice clean. How simple can games be? Same as the 2600s Atari. I used to love taking them to pieces as well. Bye bye.